So if you are planning to learn AI, machine learning and data science, so this is a right place for you. Today we are going to launch a new, that is Python crash course for AI beginners. So this is perfect for the students who are aspiring data scientists or machine learning. So today we are going to discuss key topics which you required in order to start your journey. So those are Python basics like syntax, variables, loops and functions, how to work with collections, that is list, tuples and dictionary, conditional statements and loops, numpy, python, matlab basics. So these are the some key topics which are required in order to proceed further. So today we are going to discuss in this video basics. Those are like variables, comments, how to like do some arithmetic operation, comparison operators, string manipulations like string formatting, slicing, and data structures like list, tuple, set, dictionary, basic operation on indexing, and control flow statements like if else. So what are the different functions available? So today what we are going to discuss, these are the topics we are going to cover today. So first thing, what you should have, so in your system you have to install python. That is one option. So you can go to python official page, you can download the python and you can install the python. You go to here, python official website. So you can go to downloads, you can install the python, and once you install the python in your pc, so you can prefer whatever the ide you are comfortable with, like pycharm, or you can use jupyter notebooks. So in order to use the jupyter notebooks, you can go for anaconda installation, so which is like a package manager coming with lot of dependencies like numpy, arrays, pandas, matplotlib. So those you can install through anaconda. So once you are done with installation, so I'm using the google colab. So the advantage of this one is, so we can run in the cloud environment. So this is directly you can go for google colab, run, you can go to colab, you can create your file ending with ipynb. This is a jupyter notebooks kind of thing. So here I have my collab notebook is ready. So here first thing what we are going to discuss, so variables. So variables is one of the key concept. So if you take any programming languages, so you have to start with the variables. So basically variables are nothing but a placeholder to store certain values like integers. So if you want to store integers, go for integer data type. If you want to store some text kind of thing, you have to go for the string data types. And boolean, true false, suppose you are planning to store some true false values, boolean, so there is a boolean data type. Float, so suppose if you are want to store some decimal point values, then it's a float. So these are the different data types available, so variables. So the one advantage with the python with compared to some other programming languages like java, so you no need to explicitly mention the data type. For example, if you see in java language, so if you want to store some integer values, you need to mention what the variable type, like integer, string, float, decimal, like that. But the major advantage here in python, you no need to mention the explicitly the data type. So for example, if you see here, the name is alice, so I didn't mention any type, data type like string. So based on the value you are going to assign, automatically python will uh, assign this data type. Age is 22, so this is a number type data type. Score 95.5, this is a float kind of thing. Is student, true, so this is a boolean. So these are the some different types of data types available. So I can run it. Here there is a run button, you can run this cell. So after running, I'm getting the print results like name is alice, age is 22, score is 95.5, each student is true. So one important thing, you need to be very familiar with the variables in python. This is very important because when you are doing some manipulation, you need to store intermediate values, or you need to store some values. So for that one, we are going to use the variables. So yeah, you need to be familiar with what are the different data types and variables available. So arithmetic operations. So Arithmetic operations in Python is like adding, subtracting, multiplication, divided by, and division, modulo division, and exponential. So for example, I am taking two variables which is type of number data types like 10 and 3. So I'm doing addition operation, subtraction, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, exponential. So these are the some arithmetic operations available in the Python. If I run this cell, so addition is 13, subtraction is 7, multiplication is 30, division is 3.3, floor division is 3, modulo division is 1, exponential is 10,000. So this is one of the important thing you need to know: arithmetic operators what available in Python, and comparison operators. So comparison operators are like, for example, I have two variables like x equal to 10, y equal to 3. So I want to compare. So whether x is greater than y or y is greater than x. So some kind of comparison. So if I do x greater than y, so that means 10 is greater than 3. Is it true? Yes, because 10 is greater than 3. So what it is going to print? True. X less than y, 10 less than 3? No, it's a false. So false I got. So x equal to y. So if you put 1 equal, that means you are doing assignment. If you are putting 2 equals, that means you are doing a comparison. So you need to keep it in mind. So if you want to do comparison, you have to use two equal symbols. And if you want to do some not equal, then explanatory equal. So this is not equal. Not equal to y, that's true because 10 not equal to 3. So it written true. And x equal to y, no, because 10 not equal to 3, right? That's why it's written false. So x greater than or equal to y, x is greater than 3 but not equal. So that's why it written. So big, but it's a true, right? X greater than 10. So that's why it's written true. X less than or equal to y. So it's not less than and it's not equal. So that's why it's false. So these are the some comparison operators what we have in Python. And other important topic, string formation and string slicing. What are the operation available to work with the string? So for example, I have two strings. So string is basically some set of characters. So you can use single quote or double quote. So language is Python, version is a like a, value that is 3.11. So I want to print it both, so by using the print statement. So what I did, I used this kind of brackets. So these brackets I given to dot format. So this format is one of the function. So what it will do? So here I have two brackets and I pass two variables, that is language and version. What it will do? It will place this language into here and version into these brackets. So that's why I'm getting learning Python version 3.11. So this is how this format function will work. So this is another one. So I'm mapping the, I'm binding the variables like language and version. So both will work same, both giving the same result, but this is a using format function, this is using the binding. So these are the two different types of format functions available in string. And string slicing. So string slicing means, so for example, let's take string is like some set of characters. So you want to get some portion of the string. So how can you get? By using string slicing, you can able to get it. So first, for example, I have hello world. So this is a full string. Suppose I want to get first 5 characters. So how can I do? This is the array. I didn't mention starting index. I mentioned how many characters I want. So up to 5. So what it will do, the string index will start from 0. From 0 to 5, it will get the value. So that is what hello. And if I want 6 characters, last 6 characters. So last 6 characters minus 6 colon, I didn't mention ending index. So that means it will give the world. So if you want to get second character, so second character means you can go with from like 1 to 2, or you can use like this double colons 2. So it will give the second character, only second character. And if you want to do reverse, so you can use the double colons -1. So what it will do, it will print string in a reverse order. So these are some string functions available. And most important topic is data structure. So if you take any programming language, so data structures are very important topic. So like other programming languages like C, Java, so you have some data structures. Those are list, tuple, set, dictionary. So these are the four important data structures you have to be learn in Python, so that you are very you will be very good in machine learning or data science. So list, first we will discuss about the list. So list is, what is a list? So list is nothing but collection of elements. So this collection might be a string, this collection might be integers, so this collection might be booleans, some float, decimal, so whatever might be, so some set of collections. So here I have one list. So this list is contain set of strings, so nothing but fruit names. Fruits contain apple, banana, cherry and banana. So I have duplicate actually. So this I intentionally given this one because, so to understand whether the list will allow duplicates or not. So this is a list. So if you want to grab the first element from this list, so you can pass the index value, so that is 0. So the index value start from the 0, so and until the length of the array. So if you want to get the first element, you can go and give the index starting from 0, right? So that's why I'm giving 0. So it will give the apple. If you want to get the last element, you can give the -1. So if I run this one, so apple, banana, cherry and banana. If you observe here, I have a duplicate value of banana, but still it's there in the list. That means this list will allow duplicates. This is a very important thing you need to remember. So the list will allow the duplicates. And mutable. Mutable means you can change any value in any position. So that is what mutable. Immutable means you cannot change the value of in particular index. So that is immutable, that we will discuss in other data structures. And I want to modify the list. For example, I have a list with apple, banana, cherry and banana. So this list is starting index is 0. At 0th place I have apple. At first place I have banana. So I want to replace this first element with blueberry. So what I can do, I can go with directly index. So my list is starting with 0, 1, 1. I am assigning the blueberry. So after I assigning the blueberry, just I will run it. So what happened? My list got changed. So first element is same. Since I am assigning first index element to the blueberry, so it replaced banana, cherry and banana. So that means you can able to modify any element in the list by using index position. So this is called mutable. This is what I am talking about. Mutable means you can change the elements in the array. And how to remove and add? So instead you can add elements by using index, and also you can use certain functions available on the list. So that is append. So when you use the append, I append the mango. So you may wonder where this element get added. So if you use the append method, so it will add this element at the last after the banana it will add. And if you want to put a certain index point, then you can go for this method, that is insert. So insert one orange, so that means you are planning to insert this orange at index 1. So earlier there is a blueberry and now you are putting the orange, but if you remove, if you see this one, it is adding and the list is adjusting. So blueberry didn't replace the blueberry, it is adjusting. Earlier if you directly assigning with the index, so it will replace, but insert what it will do, it will place the element, new element, and automatically the first place element will adjust to the second. And if you want to remove, so you can go with the name. So for example, I want to remove the banana, so you give the name of the element so that it will remove. So if I run this cell, I can see my list got changed: apple, orange, blueberry, cherry and mango. So this is some of the important operations on the list. And if you want to iterate the list, so how can you do? So there is a for loop. So for loop fruit in operation in is operator. So if you see these uh, keywords in different colors are these are the keywords. So for fruit, this is user defined name, you can put anything like fr or something. So the my list is fruits in. So by using for in, you can able to iterate. So if I uh, do this one, I am printing fruit. So what it will do, it will go loop. So first it will go to the index 0 until the length of the array. So in my case, it's from 0 to 1 2 3 4. So until 4 times it will iterate, and it will print first iteration, it will go to the 0th element apple. Second iteration, it will increment to the I plus 1 orange, next blueberry, cherry, and mango. So this is what it going to print. So this is the loop how we can iterate the list. And after the list, we have another important data structure, that is tuple. So tuple is also very similar to the list, but it has some differences. So one thing is ordered. So list is not ordered, so you cannot guarantee the order. But tuple is ordered, immutable. What do you mean by immutable? I discussed earlier. It's a list is mutable. That means you can change any element at any place in the list. But whereas tuple, so you cannot able to change the element in the tuple, and it will allow duplicates. List also will allow duplicates. So only difference between list and tuple, so list is mutable, tuple is immutable. So only tuple in this all data structure is immutable. So colors, so I declared one tuple. So that, and another difference is the brackets. So by using this by seeing this brackets itself, you should be able to identify whether this is a list, a tuple, or set, or dictionary, like that. So everything has a different type of brackets. So this is a square bracket. So when you see the square brackets, you can say that it's a list. When you see this kind of brackets, so it is a tuple. So I have a tuple with different colors, red, green, blue, green. So I am printing the first by using the index 0. It will print the first element. And here I am trying to here I am trying to append this one. So it is appending the element at the last. But if I try to add element, let me do that one. So I am planning to change the value. So blue, green, something purple. So I am planning to replace the first element green with purple. Let me run it. So I got error. So if you see here, tuple objects does not support item assignments. So that means it is immutable. So you cannot change it. You cannot able to replace the value already what exists, but you can able to append at the last by using append operator. So this is the tuple. And set so you have to understand, you already understood the difference between tuple and list. So set is something like similar to the list, but difference is it will not allow duplicates. So, and by seeing this one, you should able to identify it's a set. So dictionary also have the same thing, but it has a slight difference. We can easily identify. So set is like a list of elements, but it will not allow duplicates. For example, I given 2 instance of 3 there, but if I print that one, it will print only 1. So it will check any duplicates, it will remove the duplicates. So you can use certain functions, add and remove, to add elements and remove elements. So this is a thank you for watching. In later session we will going to discuss what are the remaining topics in next session. Please kindly subscribe and like for more interesting updates. Thank you.